The Purge, starring Ethan Hawke, plays around with this really cool idea that in 2020, all illegal activities are suspended for one night out of the year from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. You can kill, rob, do whatever you want. I guess it's to help the economy. Unemployment rate is at 1%. Violence is at an all-time low. But before I get into my review and more of the storyline to The Purge, I would like to ask you guys one simple question. If you had 12 hours to do whatever you wanted, what would you do? And get away with it? So comment down below. I'm going to kind of get this discussion going. I'm kind of curious to see how people would react to The Purge and what they would be doing for the night, if anything. At the end of the review, I'll tell you guys what I would do. Alright, so here's my review for The Purge, starring Ethan Hawke. Plays around this really cool idea that in the future, all legal activities are suspended. You can do whatever you want, rob, kill, and Ethan Hawke and his family have this really cool security system, and the son makes this dumb decision to let someone into their house that needs help, and this group of killers come and say, we want this filthy pig, give him to us, or we will do anything necessary to come into your house, get him, and when we're in there, we'll kill you as well. So one thing I did like about this movie was the idea of The Purge. It's a really cool idea. It's kind of mixed with The Hostage and The Strangers and Trespass. So I really like hostage films if they're done right. I like the idea of The Strangers and how creepy it was, but it just wasn't that great. So The Purge, I was like, this looks really cool. This really cool idea. I hope they can do a lot with it. And that's one of the big letdowns for The Purge. It didn't meet its full potential. You know, with this idea that you could do whatever you want. There's so much you can do with this film, and it just kind of took a route that The Strangers did. Kind of just fell flat on its butt, and you know, didn't meet its full potential. It could have been hella creepy, very violent, but it was not that. There was a few violent scenes, but it kind of took a little while to lead up to The Purge. You know, when they sounded the alarm for The Purge, I kind of got, it was intense. I was like, oh, things about to happen. I'm kind of get excited. You know, there's a few twists in the film, but overall the film did not meet its full potential. And that's where I was disappointed. Another thing that I had a problem with was the characters. Ethan Hawke was fine, his character was fine, but his family was so dumb. You know, you go into horror movies and typical horror characters, they're like, oh, don't go in that room, or run, he's gonna kill you, or people trip and everything. These characters are the typical horror characters. For one, in the trailer, you see the boy lets in this family, this guy. Why would you do that? I don't understand. The girl act like The Purge was her problem too, and she's running around the house crying. The mother doesn't want to do something. So it's like these characters are so dumb, and I understand that they're adding to the plot and the things that they do add to the plot, but what they're doing is so dumb. So The Purge, you know, it runs an hour and 25 minutes. It's a short film, but it just could have done so much more with this. You know, I was really excited for this because it looked really cool. Ethan Hawke was amazing and sinister. I love that film, but this movie was not that great, and I'm sad to say that it was not that great because I was really looking forward to this film with the idea for it, the creepiness behind it, the creepiness behind the characters, the villains that were in the movie. Those villains, those were pretty cool villains. The bad people who wanted to kill Ethan Hawke's family and the guy who was in the house, but overall everything was just kind of a letdown. The time of the movie, the plot, the characters were really bad. Just overall the movie was just a pretty bad movie. So, you know, it made $36 million over the weekend, which I'm happy for them for, you know, a low budget film. Congrats for that, but this was a pretty bad movie. So this is Just Watching Movies. Please remember to subscribe, comment. If you stuck around to the end of the review, I tell you guys what I would do for 12 hours. If I had 12 hours to do what I wanted, I would probably, I would go racing. I'll probably get a group of people to go racing after seeing Fast 6. I just want to race. And I would steal. I know. I would get money. Whatever necessary to get a bunch of money, because, you know, times are tough. And it would be awesome to expand my Blu-ray collection. So money would be used for that. So comment down below and tell me what you would do if you had 12 hours to do what you wanted. And you would not get in trouble for any of it. So just watch movies. Please remember to subscribe, comment. On Tuesday, look out for unboxings for Hansel and Gretel, Digibook, Snitch, and the Oz Great and Powerful. So I gotta see you guys later. Hope you had a great weekend, and goodbye.